Maybe I'll make it to the big time if r/Battle Jackets catches this video and makes fun of my patches. I need to put chapstick on. It's dragon fruit lemon. It kind of tastes like butt cheek, but just the one butt cheek. It's not too bad. What's up, guys? I'm Boop, like the sound effect, and today I want to show you my recent DVD and Blu-ray 4K finds, whether it be new pickups or from the thrift store. I love to do this every now and then and kind of show you what I've been finding and watching, kind of go over some favorites that I've added to my collection as well. I love physical media, so it's my way of sharing my special interest with people. To start things off, we have Gone Girl. I know it's pretty divisive, but I love this movie, and if I remembered how to read, I would grab the book, but some things kind of just fall by the wayside, I suppose. When I was on vacation, my partner actually bought me the Iron Claw Blu-ray from Walmart. My Walmart doesn't have the $5 bin for movies anymore, but theirs did, and I was very happy to add this to the collection. It's one of my favorite movies. Zac Efron acted his ass off, and I don't think enough people talk about this one. Now we have Maxine, which I loved, you all didn't. We get it. Like, I don't have to ramble on about why I like it. I'll move on. Another all-time favorite. This is my Letterboxd top 4 funny games, the original. I haven't seen the remake, but I heard it's good. The less you know about it, the better. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it a million times over. It's the Criterion edition, so it comes with some very fun extras as well. Speaking of the Criterion collection, we have Anora. I actually got this from Gamefly. They sell movies that aren't as popular anymore for a discount, and I got it for, I think, $13, which isn't bad for a new movie and a Criterion version. I loved Anora. Didn't really agree with it winning Best Picture, but it was better than most of the other options, I would say. I would have went The Substance, but I'm biased because I love horror. Got a bunch of A24 stuff to start off. Civil War. This movie's messed up, but I love it. It's dark and I think very, very important right now to watch. I think it is one of the darker timelines, obviously, but something I think people should watch and kind of reflect on right now. Maybe my second favorite movie of the year, I bought Bring Her Back. I had to. It was just too good for me to not own it, and I wanted to get it before it skyrockets in price and becomes harder and harder to find. I prefer this to Talk to Me by a wide margin, but I still love Talk to Me. That I just think so highly of Bring Her Back. It did come with photo cards. I'd grab them, but I don't really have anywhere to put stuff right now, but they're pretty cool and grim. But that's to be expected if you've seen the movie. A record store that sells like video games and movies and whatnot opened up near where I live, and I went and found Videodrome, the Criterion collection, for $15. I had never seen it before, but I love Cronenberg's work. I have since watched it, and I love it. I see why it's a classic. I see why it is preserved in the collection, and this is one that it's stuck with me for a while. Now maybe the only movie today that I haven't seen, if I recall correctly, Idle Hands. I just found this at the Goodwill outlet, and I know it's a cult classic, and I've wanted to see it for a long time, but I could never find it physically. I would have had to order it, and I just would rather fill out my collection with old favorites that I've already seen and didn't own. Finding it for $1, not beating that. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, the second best, the first best animated Scooby-Doo, the first best Scooby-Doo movie. Let me just cut the bullshit, honestly. It's better than Zombie Island, better than the first live action, in my opinion, and it is the perfect animated Scooby movie. I can rewatch it endlessly. Here's another Gamefly pickup. This is the remake of Speak No Evil, unlike Funny Games, and I have not seen the original, but I love the remake. I think James McAvoy acted his ass off, and I want to get around to seeing the original because I hear it's amazing as well. I know people kind of didn't like it as much, but it made me so uncomfortable. But I love that feeling in movies, so it was a must-watch for me. Oh boy, speaking of uncomfortable, we have Audition, and this is another one where the less you know, the better, and it's one that I might never watch again, but I absolutely adore this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, it's gruesome. It is subtitled if you have an aversion to that. I don't know if there's a dubbed version, but it is worth sucking it up and reading the subtitles. Here's another one my partner found for me, Knives Out. I haven't seen Glass Onion because everyone I've talked to has said it's not good, so it's kind of fallen down my list, but I am still excited to finally watch it someday. It's just not a priority currently. Here's an all-time fave that I recommend to everyone that I talk movies with. It's Wrist Cutters. Not much to say about it other than I love it. It's a classic rom-com, I guess. More of a coming-of-age, I would say. And it's my favorite coming-of-age story that I've ever seen. Recently, I picked up a library copy of The Menu. I like this movie a lot. Unfortunately, it's kind of a jank version, but the disc is official, so it's okay in my book. Now, here was a really cool find, A Quiet Place Day 1 steelbook, and it is the 4K, and also comes with the Blu-ray, obviously, but I really enjoyed this movie. I loved the first A Quiet Place, but I'd never watched the second one because to me it didn't feel necessary. But since Day One was a prequel, I figured I'd give it a go, and I'm glad I did because I love a cat in a movie. In fact, my cat is behind the camera crunching on her food, so you might be able to hear that if you listen closely. She got some Blue Buffalo salmon flavor today. She is loving life. She's crunching so loud. I believe A Quiet Place Day 1 came out last year, and it was one of the better movies I saw last year. Next, we have one of my favorite horror comedies, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. I actually found this at Dollar General, of all places. They have some pretty good movies there, oddly enough. That's a horror comedy that I will recommend anytime they get brought up. I know people love Ready or Not, but Tucker and Dale just hold a special place in my heart. This was an insane find. Like, you're not even gonna believe it, but I promise it's true. I found this at the Salvation Army. It's him. It's the Blu-ray. The digital code worked for it too. And the sticker's on there. I mean, I could have just put it on there myself. I promise you I didn't. I wouldn't go through that much effort to prank the 3 people that are going to watch this, one of which being my mom and the second being my partner. I really liked him. It's one of my favorites of the year. I know people really didn't like this movie. To me, him was just a really fun spectacle, and I love football, so it was just everything that I love combined into a movie. I wish we had more good football horror movies, but him was a good stepping stone in my opinion. Now we have my Black Friday finds. I bought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. It was one of my favorite... The disc is loose. It was one of my favorites of the year released, and a great animated movie. It has that Spider-Verse kind of feel to it. Now we have Talk to Me. I love this movie as well. Talked about it with Bring Her Back. It's not my favorite of theirs, but it's still a very good movie. I got duped with this one. It's Scream and Scream. the original and Scream 6. Not a fan, or Scream 5, sorry. I'm not a fan of Scream 5 or Scream 6, but I bought that for $5 online, thinking it was Scream 5 and Scream 6 because it said Scream 5 and Scream 6. So I might have to see if they made a mistake and sent me the wrong thing. But I figured I need them for the collection anyway, and it's only $5, why not? Now we have my sweet baby boy Bob Odenkirk and Nobody. Still haven't seen the second one. Sorry my camera's wobbling, my cat is sitting on the table. I love Bob Odenkirk, and Better Call Saul, one of my favorite shows of all time. Maybe better than Breaking Bad, depending on the day. We're close to wrapping up here. Now we have Evil Dead Rise. Love this movie. Not my favorite Evil Dead movie, obviously. 2 will always have that crown. But I like the direction the franchise is taking. Here's a certified classic, Encino Man. I actually have a signed picture of Pauly Shore from this movie. It's one of my favorites. I grew up watching it. Last but not least, we have the horror movie that really got me into watching horror movies again. I took a lot of time off from watching movies, but when I saw Hush, I loved it, and I couldn't stop watching horror movies after that, and I still haven't stopped. I can't be stopped. It's the 4K. It's got some very cool special features as well. I had put off buying this for a long time, but it was finally time to add it to the collection. I've raved about this movie to everyone I know. I think it is essential viewing if you like home invasion. That'll do it for the movie haul for the last month and a half about. If you enjoyed it, leave me some recommendations. I always love hearing what you guys are watching and what you think I should watch. Maybe you have an idea of what I like based on the things I've shown you. And sorry for liking him so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye. You farted.